What's up, guys? Welcome back. So, Purrely new TCG format. I guess against all expectations, Konami already hit Purrely, and it was kind of like a big hit. Already played the deck some time ago, but that was with the new OCG support from our next set, right? Our next core set. The deck will become much better after that, but for now, with only, what is it, one delicious memory, the deck took a hit. I started off playing like pure Purrely with Sprite as well. That's cute, but I wasn't a huge fan of this. But I like this version, what I'm running now, much more. First of all, going first, going second as well. Both has their advantages. Biggest reason for this particular deck is of course, before, as you saw in the OCG, as in the TCG as well, like a small Dark World package was already kind of popular for Purrely. It was either that for, you know, discards or, what is it, the Crystal Beast engine. But I decided to add in more Dark World cards, so, you know, looking at the structure deck. Reason being is that it makes the deck, I feel, much more consistent because of the extra draws, the extra searches, potential Yugioh play, you know, the usual Dark World stuff. While, you know, giving the deck more, at least a higher ceiling, more options, other than, you know, the Purrely during your opponent's turn, right? Potential Titanic Galaxy, Appaloosa, or whatever. Maybe Masquerina for the Link 5, so, you know, it's up to you. So the reason why I went for a bigger, I mean, as you saw, like the Dark World package is much bigger compared to, as I guess Purrely was used to. Like before you saw maybe, what was it, 3 Snow and 1 Bro, or maybe even 3 Bro, maybe 1 Grapha, as you saw in the OCG for, you know, Destruction. But again, I went in harder with the Dark World package because of that. So what I was about to say, so both going first, going second, the deck is strong. The thing is that, yes, the deck loses to Droll. It is, that's true. I mean, before the ban list, the deck lost to Droll. After the ban list, the deck still loses to Droll. The thing though is that because Super Heavy Samurai was also hit, Droll and Lockbird might actually, you know, might not be main decked anymore. You know, we don't know yet. But if that's the case, then I will definitely try out the deck, you know, looking at Purrely or Purrely hybrids. But I kind of dig this way of playing the deck, you know, kind of speed up the deck. I guess, you know, before, because of Delicious, you were able to get out Plump much more easy or much easier, and then, you know, start attaching as soon as you activate those quick plays, attach from the graveyard, and then during your opponent's turn, you know, draw with Sleepy, or you know, Exceed upgrade with the Trap, etc. But now your playstyle is a bit different. The Dark Worlds add in that you can play through your opponent's boards, especially looking at Grapha, and as you know, the deck is already like a Zeus deck. The deck has multiple ways to bring out Zeus. So yeah, again, I like the Dark World package. I really like it. And I like for the ratios, yeah, only 1 Delicious, and that kind of hurts. Again, it's not too easy anymore to put out Plump, an early Plump, unless of course you're able to draw into that one of Delicious. And that's why, again, the Dark World engine could come in handy, you know, potentially drawing those effects. And the cute thing is that, I wasn't aware of this before picking up the deck, is that Purrely, the level 1, is not once per turn. So, you know, every time when it's summoned, excavate 3 and get, what is it, a quick play Purrely to the hands. And that's not once per turn. The other one, the other level 1 Purrely, which for this deck is a one-off, but I could see myself adding in a second one. That one is once per turn, right? Because I need more follow-up play after, but I'm not so sure, because again, you might draw, you might not want to main deck too many once per turn cards, right? And that's why there isn't too many non-engine, like, what is it, 1 Talents, 1 Thrust. Thrust could search card destruction, or the one of Dark Ruler, or if you're going first, the Thrust could search the Trap, right? Like before this, I was trying out, I think most Purrely players would do post-ban list is adding in the field spell or more field spells, or looking at, what was I about to say, yeah, more field spells, I guess, but I could see myself taking in 1 field spell, but I'm not so sure, simply because, again, basically it's a deep draw Dark World deck. You know how Dark World played before, but as you'll be seeing in the replays, it's not just Dark World with some Purrely. No, like both engines, they you know, work super well together, and the deck becomes just much faster and much more consistent thanks to playing both engines, and that, you know, counts for both. So yeah, that's the thing, right? The thrust here, without thrust, like, that's a problem. The Kashira banishes everything. I would have needed to pump out the potential Zeus. Would have lost a lot of cards, but no, the Kashira, what is it? You know, the one that banishes cards from your opponent face down, it would have prevented the Zeus from, you know, attacking through. So that's why, again, that one of Dark Ruler is there in the main deck. I mean, imagine going more pure without at least lesser Dark World cards. Stuff like Evenly Matched is on my radar, for example. I'm not so sure. I think this is just more consistent. If Droll is there, then Droll is there. I think any Purrely variant just loses to Droll, so I don't feel that's an argument for now. And again, I feel that within, you know, like our next weeks, our new format, people might actually drop Droll, but again, that depends. So again, go first, the one of talents again, that, you know, works out. You know, to use those hero lifts cards, you know, making sure that the Imperm prevents that, making sure that I can get out. I guess the better ones for now is Beauty. You know, it's super easy to get her on field, and then, you know, every time you, well, up to 3 times, you use those quick play spells, just attach them to the Beauty. Potentially pump her up to at least 5 materials, so you can exceed the Purrely to the field. Otherwise, you're kind of, you know, forced to surge a trap or draw into the trap. But it is what it is. But again, that's why the Dark World cards are there. Potential Saryuja, potential, you know, Link upgrades. And that's the cool thing. The regular Purrely, again, not once per turn. And that just makes it so that the Dark World cards let you draw into those, discard Silva, etc. So I really like this. So what is it called? Saryuja to draw 4, send back 3. Sometimes I like, you know, going for Akashic to bounce back one of the Purrelys on field. And then, you know, Saryuja send the Purrely in hand to the deck. So I can hero lives it back to the field. I like that play. That's cool. So again, okay, I drew into Delicious, finally. So go for Plump and then, you know, start attaching. I should, oh, this is a misclick. Yeah, I misclicked the Saryuja banish off of Plump. It's fine though, it's not going to matter too much. My board is going to be a little weaker because of that, but again, in the long run, it doesn't really matter. Already played through double hand trap and able to, you know, make that then a Galaxy for potential, you know, thrust or talents. Even though Purrely, what is it? If it has 5 or more materials, it's unaffected by card effects? I think so. But I guess the Titanic Galaxy is just an extra, you know, spell negation. Looking at those field spells, looking at starter, talents, you know, those are quite popular. Plus there's a monster negation, right, with Beauty. So this is all really, really nice. Multiple bounces because of the Purrely, so that's cool. Sky Striker. We are going to get the Sky Striker format, as I've, you know, been reading online. And, you know, this deck is definitely strong against a much lower deck. And the reason why the Dark World engine is also strong because of Grapha, and, you know, same for the reason why it's being ran in the OCG, sometimes, not always, but, you know, Grapha hits those floodgates, right? So, I mean, it has its advantages. Hitting stuff like Baguska, the back row, right, with Phoenix or Grapha, you know the deal. So first of all, and here is where the Dark World engine shines. Before I go into Purrely engine, you know, just go for those Dark World effects first, trying to get to Graphas, and, you know, Graphas popping the back rows, forcing out the back rows. There is, I think, no reason to use the fusion effect. I think I only had Silva, so the chances were, I mean, maybe I could have actually, now that I think of it, but it is what it is. Doesn't really matter too much in the long run, since they should be game, right? Should be able to go for game. Regular Purrely is going to attach something from the graveyard. There is the Beauty, so now I can finally, because again, all the back row are forced out, maybe some hand traps. At least we know it, 1 card in hand being engaged. So every time a continuous up to 3, a quick play spell is used, attach it to Beauty, pump her up for a potential, you know, Purrely play. Again, Silva, I should be able to go for game, right? Going for Appaloosa, more special summons, keep equipping stuff to Purrely, to Beauty, and then, you know, special summon Purrely, Excavate 3, get, oh yeah, I'm not running the, what is it? Forgot her name, its name, I'm not running 1 Exceed, the much worse one. There's just no space in the extra deck. I don't think you need it at all. The you know, most important ones I think are Plump and Beauty, right? Next to Purrely. And, well, Thing is that, as you know, this deck will get more support in our next core set. The deck will become much better, simply because you can surge the trap, etc. So, I mean, you still get the cards. It's an under-the-radar deck. The deck gets killed by Droll still, but I mean, if Droll vanishes from the format, vanishes to the side decks, or, you know, from the main deck and side deck completely, then this could be an okay deck. Not potential for like a big level YCS, but, you know, locals or regionals, under the radar deck, yeah, why not? The imperms here are fine, you know, it kind of prevents you from putting up an early, maybe beauty or something like that, and prevents, of course, the excavations. But that's a minor hinder, right? Your opponent is 2 cards, you know, -2 here because of imperm, and I can just use those empty cards for like a Saryuja or, you know, big link play. What does it use? The continuous spell, get out Silva, and going for, going for, what is it, Akashic? Bounce back the regular Purrely, and I should be Saryujaing it back to the deck. I think so, yeah. Draw 4, send it back to the deck, so I can Hero Lifts it back to the field, and I wasn't able to draw Delicious, sadly. Am I going to excavate it? No excavation, so no plump. 1 draw because of Bro, so indeed going for beauty, and then, you know, start attaching, making Titanic Galaxy, and I should be ending my journey, and, you know, still have like 1 monster negation plus the quick exceed summon during your opponent's turn, a couple of disruptions, so that should be cool, that should be okay. Yeah, Moye hitting the field, just getting negated, and no attacks because of Titanic Galaxy. Yeah, the read attack direction is always nice as well. It could protect your lower attack monsters, and adding in or activating a second My Friend is not really that important because, you know, it's just a continuous spell once per turn. Okay, yeah, was about to send it away because of the which is it Beauty? Beauty that has that effect. Send some card from your field to the graveyard to attach an opponent's card to it. So that's cool. So short set, I like Purrely still. You know, Delicious, only 1 Delicious is a big blow. It's definitely a big blow. But, I mean, I kind of think this is fun. I really like the deck, honestly. But yeah, Droll is its biggest counter, so it depends on that. Okay, guys, instead of thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Leave them signing out. Peace.